out.
Ugh, put it away. Ugh.
So disgusting. Right. So into the neck. I can't hold this one too long. The neck.
Coming in. Okay, 17.
Does it look alright? Ooh, little overfalls at 13 stroke.
Okay.
Yeah. Gone down. Oh, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Got some work to do. That waist measurement. It's not good, guys. We've got a lot of work to get done. Here we go.
Okay.
Good? Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Let's start that again. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Ben Tucker here from Ben Tucker Fitness and Nutrition on day number 1 of our shred plan. So what we've got first, so the one thing you want to be taking in check, which is the first thing when starting a plan, like a program. So even if you're building muscle, dropping body fat, you've got to have a plan and you've got to have some sort of idea of where you're going and where you're coming from. So, taking measurements of your weight. So I recommend getting yourself a scale, like this one. A digital one that you can just put on your bathroom floor and then just weigh yourself in pounds, stones, kilos, whatever you prefer. It doesn't matter because they obviously all read the same. So by getting yourself a scales, it's gonna give you an indicator of, you know, coming down in weight. So if your goal is to put on size, you want to see them numbers on the scales going up. But if you want to come down in weight and down in size, you want to obviously see the numbers coming down on the scales. Now the scales aren't just a good indicator to go from. They're not the best because you never know. One week you might not be dropping any body fat. However, that could be because you put on some muscle. Also, some weeks you can end up losing 4 pounds, 5 pounds on the scale, and that obviously isn't coming from just pure fat. Alright, I know we'd all love to think that is, but it's definitely not. It's a lot of glycogen in your muscle, it's a lot of water weight. So by getting yourself a scales, you're gonna have a good indicator of what your starting weight is now, and then over the weeks, progressively seeing it going down. But a better, more accurate way to take body measurements is to get yourself a measuring tape, like one of these ones. So one of the ones like what the suit tailors use, get one of these ones for your body, all right, and take body measurements. So the measurements I always take would be my neck, my arm, my waist, my thigh, my calf, and my forearm. So I've taken all my measurements and I wasn't impressed with my waist measurement. That was quite bad. But hey ho, we've got to start somewhere. We've got to know where we're at, even if it is the harsh truth. But anyhow, once you've got all of your measurements, so once you've got your measurement of your weight, you've then gone and done your measurements of your body muscle parts, write them in a book, guys. I highly recommend writing them in a book, and then what this is going to allow you to do is to look back at your progress. So here for me, I got 8th of the 10th, 18, which is my starting date. So here, I've written it all down. Don't know if it's zooming in. So I've got it all written down, like my start date, how much I weigh, how long it's going to take me to get to certain weights. And I've also got my body measurements. Over the course of, so what I've done, so over the course now of these 8 weeks, I've estimated the most amount of fat loss that could occur. So I've got 1 pound in the 8 weeks, that'll take me down to 212 pounds. And then I've got 2 pounds a week in the 8 weeks. That'll take me down to 204 pounds. So you need to kind of have an idea of how much weight you want to lose and, you know, where you're going to be going with this. Another great indicator to do when starting off a plan is to get your body fat tested. And this is a really brilliant way to really understand the weight you're losing is pure fat. Because the body fat, as long as the percentages are coming down, then you know you're losing pure body fat. However, this is quite a pain in the to do because you have to go and get these things tested. You have to go to like a doctor, or you have to go get some skin fold capillars done. And there's just lots of different ways to go about it that would need doing, which in return, if you just go by your body measurements, you know, especially check your waist measurements. I'd like to get my waist down to 33. That's where I was in my competition. However, I don't think that's going to be overly possible in these 8 weeks. So if I can hit, you know, a 34-inch waist, then I'd be quite happy with that. So once you've got everything written down in your book, you've got your plan. You can kind of gauge where you want to go. You know, how much you want to lose, how long you want to do it. So I've done 8 weeks because that would take me up to just before Christmas. If I was to do 12 weeks, that would end up taking me up to like the 24th of December. However, I don't want to really be dieting around Christmas time. I could, but I don't want to. I really want to enjoy Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm such a festive bunny, probably the weirdest term to put for it. You know, I love festive seasons and I love getting in the spirit of things. I like eating the good food. I like watching the films. I like watching the adverts. I love hearing the music in like the stores. You know, I love it. So once you've got, you know, all your measurements in place, you've taken the weight on the scales, you've done your body measurements, you've written them all down, you've got, you know, you've written down how long you want to take to lose this weight. Once that's all done, you're going to be so much more organized. I promise you. That is going to help you and ensure that you know where you're going with this fat loss journey. Because we don't want to be losing weight, which could be good solid muscle. If I drop a stone over these 8 weeks and I've only lost an inch off of my waist, then a lot of muscle has been sacrificed. So by taking these body measurements, you're going to have a good indicator of what you're actually losing and whether the diet you're doing is working or not. I hope this helped, guys. This was the second little installment of kind of how to get started with your fitness plan measurements wise. And then on to the next video, we'll probably be talking more about nutrition and training. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. Until next time, I'm out.